Hello, 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 beautiful souls, and welcome today to another beautiful heart opening flow. And this one is specifically going to be a lot of heart openers. So, yes, this whole month is centered around opening your heart. So, what better way than to do an entire flow around just that? So, this flow is going to be around 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see how many extra breaths we want to take today. And the only thing that you really need that I suggest to have is one block. And you can just keep this block off to the side. You won't need it until later in your practice. And other than that, all you need is just your mat. You can have a glass of water so that you're always staying hydrated. And let's get right into it. So to start, you can start in an easy pose, your easy seated pose, one leg in front of the other, or you can cross your ankles, whatever feels best to you. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back. And we're going to actually go into some shoulder rolls. So we're going to scrunch the shoulders up to the ears, up, 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 and exhale, roll them back and down. Few more just like that. Inhale, opening up the chest and scrunching the shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling, opening the heart. This will be the only time today that I ask you to really scrunch your shoulders up. Couple more, just like that. One more. Beautiful. Raise the arms up over your head, bringing the palms together in Namaste Mudra. And from here, open your arms out into cactus. Send your gaze up. Open the heart. Really extend and expand back through those shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades together through your back. And bring your hands back up to prayer pose and down through that cactus. We're going to flow through this a few more times. Inhale, arms up, prayer. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart up to the sky. Bringing your energy together into your palms and flowing it out, open through your chest. One more just like that because it feels so good. And exhale out of your mouth. Bring your palms down to your knees. And we're going to come into some seated cat-cow rotations. So I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to start off in clockwise. So we're just going to inhale, bring our chest forward as if we're kind of doing, this is more of a cow position, but seated. And exhale, arch our back in as if we're going into a cat. Exhale out. And continue on like that, going into through a clockwise circle. Really keeping the sit bones grounded onto your mat, being cautious of that, and scooping your belly back. One more going clockwise. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now rotate your circle and turn it counterclockwise, doing the same motion the other way. Opening up Observe how this other side feels. Does it feel any different? Just observe. One more, just like that. Inhaling, opening the chest. And exhale. Come back down through center. Roll the shoulders back. Take your hands, place them behind your back. And on one swift motion of energy and breath, scoop your body up, press your navel to the sky, think bridge, think wheel, and send your gaze up to the sky. And release. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Press your body and your navel up towards the sky. Exhale. Release your body back down to the mat. One more time. Inhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Exhale, send your gaze to the sky. Open your heart. Hold for a little bit longer. Beautiful. Exhale. Bring your sit bones back to the ground. Roll down your shoulders one last time. And let's transition into our first downward dog of the day. Press in to each fingertip, lifting each one at a time so you can press your weight evenly into your hands. Shoot your hips up, tailbone towards the sky, chest and heart pressing down towards your mat, and really pressing down through your heels. You can choose to stay here, stagnant, downward dog, or you can walk your dog out. This is always great when you're first starting your practice to just kind of warm your body up, see where you're at. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, press your body deeper into your dog. Broaden out through the shoulders. Beautiful. Find stillness. Step your right foot in between the framing of your hands. Find your balance on your fingertips. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And bring your arms straight up on either side of your head for your high lunge position. Find your stability here. Find your grounding through your feet. On your next exhale, open up your arms wide, just like we did in the beginning with our cactus arms, except this time, really expanding the arms out wide, not straight, still keeping a slight bend in them. Send your gaze to the sky, open your heart. Stay strong in your foundation of your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink down deeper into your lunge. Hold here for a couple more breaths. Taking in and soaking in that energy in through your heart. Beautiful. Fly your arms down, frame the foot, step your foot back, and lower the body, knees, chest, chin to your mat. Spread your arms apart and come up onto your fingertips for a Cobra variation. Come up through your Cobra, really accentuating and opening up your heart to the sky. And roll your body down to the mat. Bring your palms on either side of your chest And you can come now into a downward dog. Melt your heels into the floor. Send your left foot up and between your hands. Find your balance. Come into your high lunge on your left side. Make sure you can always see your toes, that your knee is not going over your ankle, but that it's staying in alignment. Breathe here for 1. Exhale, open your arms out wide, heart and gaze to the sky. Engage through your quads. Pull your thighs inward towards each other. And smile. Smiling in yoga is fun. Two more breaths here. Stay steady, stay strong. Exhale, cascade your arms down, frame your foot, step your foot back, knees, chest, and chin down to your mat. Open up your hands and come through your heart-opening Cobra. Inhale, exhale your way down to the mat. Send your hips and your heels back into the mat. Tailbone to the sky, press in through your hands. Three-legged dog, lift your right leg straight up to the sky and bring it through into your high lunge. Arms up on either side of your head. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Open up through your arms just as we did before. And this time on your exhale, hug yourself. Hug yourself, love yourself. Open up. Inhale. Expand the heart. Exhale. Hug yourself. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your arms to the ground, frame your foot, come back into your downward dog. Jump or step your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, straighten out your spine. Forward fold, come up through mountain, hands and palms touch over your head, and bring yourself back down into a forward fold. Jump or step back through Cobra, or now your Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, heart opening to the sky, smile here, and roll off of your toes into your downward facing dog. Hold here for a breath. Send your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Press through your hands, square out through your shoulders. Bring your left foot through your hands into your high lunge on your left side. Beautiful. Open up your arms. Hug yourself. Exhale. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, hug yourself. Two more just like that. Hug yourself. Really take this time to fully embrace and love yourself. Arms up and down, frame the foot. Step back into your downward dog, hips high to the sky. Jump through to the top of your mat. Forward fold, halfway lift. Hands up overhead. down through center, coming back down into your forward fold. Jump or step back through your chaturanga or cobra variation. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Three-legged dog. Send your right leg straight up to the sky. And we're going to pick up speed here into your high lunge. Open up your arms. Exhale, hug yourself. Open up your arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug yourself. Bring your arms down, frame the foot. Downward dog and vinyasa. Halfway lengthen, forward fold. Arms overhead, mountain pose. Arms back down to the ground, forward fold. Jump back through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe, smile. Legs hovering over the ground. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, fold and melt into your downward dog. Left leg extend. Step your left leg through your hands. Arms up overhead. Exhale, open. Hug yourself. Inhale. Hug your heart in. Really scoop your body, almost doing a cat variation as your pelvis sucks in when you hug your body in. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Jump or hop through to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Really pressing in deep into your forward fold. Arms up overhead. Mountain pose. Hands down through heart center, back to the ground. Chaturanga or cobra. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more time on each side. Same flow. Right leg, three-legged dog. Step through. High lunge. Exhale, open. Exhale, close. Hug your body in. Inhale, open the heart. Hug the body in. Open your heart. One more time. Quads engaged. Exhale. Hug the body. Go down through your vinyasa. Downward dog. Get deep. Front of your mat. Halfway lift. Deep forward fold. Hands overhead. Mountain pose. Down to the ground. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Down slow. Engaging the biceps and the triceps. Heart open. Smile. Exhale back down into your downward facing dog. One more time on the left side. Left leg up. Bring it straight through to the top of your mat. Find your balance. Engage through your quads and your core. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, open. Create space, create life, create energy. Exhale, cocoon yourself with that love and that energy. Inhale, open. Exhale, wrap yourself. Inhale, open. Exhale, let it all out. Frame your foot. Send your hips up through downward facing dog. Jump through to the front of your mat. Vinyasa. halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain pose, this time bringing your palms down through heart center, pausing here for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms up overhead, rain them down to the ground. Step or hop back. Go through your chaturanga or upward facing dog. Smile. Downward facing dog. Pause here. Connect here. We made it through the vinyasa hump. I would say that that is the most vigorous portion of the practice. There will still be challenging poses, but you made it through that hump. Hold here for a few more breaths. Shine your inner elbows forward towards the top of your mat. Heels melting down into the ground. And notice if your heels are closer to the ground now that your body is warm, your muscles are opening. Beautiful. Step your way up to the top of your mat and roll your body up. Slowly, slowly, slowly engage the core, making the last part that comes up the crown, the very top of your head. Roll your shoulders back and down. Mountain pose. Root down through your feet. Find your center of gravity. You are strong. Beautiful. Open your eyes. And from here, we're going to set up for a dancer's pose. It's a beautiful, beautiful pose. It's a great stretch, great heart opener and hip opener. I love those types of poses where you can work on multiple parts at a time. So to set up, we're going to start on the right side. Let's go ahead and root down through our left foot and begin to hover the right foot. Take your right hand and come into the typical hamstring stretch that a lot of people do at the end of their HIIT workouts or cardio workouts. Balancing, finding that balance. You might be a little shaky before coming into the full dancer. I want you to really establish that stability through your left foot and your left leg. Engage. And now taking your right hand, reposition it. You can open it, bringing the fingertips towards the outside edge of your mat and making sure that your chest is pointed forward, your shoulders are squared. And begin to push your right foot into your hand as you extend out through your leg. From here, you can stay here, or you can advance the pose by bringing the left arm up to the sky into that beautiful dancer's pose. You can lean forward, making sure that you're keeping your heart and your shoulders pointed forward, your chest open. Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, sink deeper into that dancer. If you're wobbly, that's okay. I'm shaking a little too. Beautiful. Release the foot, lower the arm, and come back down into your mountain pose. Reset. Connect to your breath. This is not an easy pose by any means. Embrace your journey. Okay, let's set up on the other side. So we are going to root down through our right foot. Root down. Engage through the leg. Don't fully straighten it. Keep a slight bend in that knee for stability. but really engage through it. Come into your hamstring stretch. Feel it in the front, your quad stretch. Feel it in the front of your quads and your thigh. And now press your foot back and expand out through your knee and your leg. Bring your right arm up to the sky. Dancer's pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders forward, square them out. Exhale, lean slightly more forward if it's in your practice. The more you practice this, you'll notice the deeper you're able to get into your pose. But just work with where you are now. Beautiful. Lower your body down. Release the arm and the leg. Roll the shoulders down. Mountain pose. Find stillness. Bring your arms up over your head and melt your body forward for a vinyasa. Standing forward fold, halfway lift. Back down to the mat. Step or hop your way down through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, roll on to your toes. Downward facing dog. Ooh, crack. If you heard that, that was my toes. Press in through the fingers. Send the tailbone up to the sky. Shoot a line of energy through that tailbone. Broaden out through the shoulders. Beautiful. One more big breath here. And exhale out of the mouth. Sigh it all out. Drop the knees. And roll down onto your body. Coming up onto your forearms into your Sphinx Pose. This is a beautiful heart opener. It also works on the strength of your lower back and your spine. It's very good for back health. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Open out through the chest. And really focus on keeping your forearms parallel and almost like pulling and pushing the mat forward. That's the vision that I want you guys to keep in your head for this pose. And send your gaze forward. Keep your chin slightly tucked downward to elongate the spine. And just breathe here. Engage through the quads. Ease your way out of your Sphinx pose, release your arms, and send them back, palms facing up along the sides of your body. Now we're going to go ahead and set up for Locust Pose. Before going into that pose fully, we're going to set up by just practicing it. So for starters, keep your hands on your mat and start by engaging your core and lifting your legs your legs and your chest off the ground. Engage, engage, engage through your core. Hold for 2 breaths. And exhale, release back down to your mat. And again, lift your legs, engage through your core to support your lower back. Lift up through your chest and your heart. Keep your hands on the mat. And breathe here. One more breath. And release back down to your mat. Now we're ready to go into our full locust pose. Now we're going to hover the arms. So inhale, big inhale, and exhale, release all your air out. Inhale, lift your legs and your arms and your hands this time. And exhale, engage your core, lift your chest and your gaze up. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back, just lower your legs slightly. Come out of it a little bit. But if not, really accentuate and press those feet up and your chest up, engage through your core. One more breath. Release your body back down to the mat. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your legs. Exhale, lift the rest of your body, send your gaze up. Keep your legs straight. My toes always tend to come together. That's okay. Or you can keep them a couple inches apart. Breathe, expand through the heart and the chest. Exhale, engage the core. One more time, you guys, you got this. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze through your core and exhale. Release down to the mat. Doesn't that release feel so good after you've worked so hard? Beautiful. As if you haven't had enough back bends, there are more. We're going to come and set up for our bow pose, which what that means is you're going to catch the tops of your feet with your hands and bend your knees in, almost bringing your heels, like you're bringing your heels into your bum. So go ahead and catch your feet. Keep your thighs pressing in towards each other. And on your inhale, you're going to press your feet into your hands and bring your chest and heart up to the sky along with your gaze. Really work on engaging your quads and pushing them in together. You should almost be able to rock back and forth on your hip bones and your pelvis. Press into your feet. One more breath here. Expand. Exhale. Release the body down to the ground. Just breathe here for a moment. Press your body up, knees straight together for a narrow child's pose. Bring your arms back. This is a great counter stretch for your back after all of that extension and back bends. On your exhale, work on getting your sit bones down to your heels. Mine aren't down there, but go ahead and visualize as if that is the goal. This feels yummy. You can go ahead and take your hands and press down through your lower back and your lumbar spine. Give yourself a little bit of a massage. Beautiful. That's going to set us up for our last back bend of the day. Come up into a standing kneeling position. Bring your hands to the backs, to the lower back, to the lower spine. And from here, you can open up through your heart, bring your shoulder blades together, and you can just stay here for a yummy heart opening kneeling position. Or if you would like to take it a step further, you can bring your hands down to your heels very slowly into your camel pose. Work on again bringing those shoulder blades together and keeping your thighs pulling inward, your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, open, create space. Exhale, bring your neck back. Send your gaze up straight to the sky. One more breath here. And on your exhale, bring the palms of your hands to your lower back, if they aren't already there, and roll your body up, straighten your spine. Come down into your neutral tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees. And come into a few slow cat-cows. Open out through your chest, gaze. Inhale. Exhale, scoop your body in. Send your gaze down to your knees. Lift up through your center. Exhale. Inhale, scoop your body up to the sky. Bring your pelvis up, your tailbone pointing up to the sky. Inhale, create space. And now take it at your own pace, just for a few more breaths. Move with one fluid motion of your breath. Connect to your heart. You are love. One more just like that, through your cow. And back to your neutral position. And from here, shift back onto your sits bones. Shift your body weight and bring your legs out to the side. Come about to the center of your mat, feet about hip distance apart. And roll your back to meet your mat. Palms by your sides. And you can bring your fingertips pretty much to touch the backs of your heels. Bring your shoulder blades in and begin to rise your hips up to the sky for your bridge pose. And bring your shoulder blades in and clasp your hands together underneath your back. On your inhale, expand your belly. And on your exhale, for an added challenge, you feel free to stay here, by the way, if this is deep enough. But if you would like to just open just a little more, come onto your toes here. Exhale out. Think chest to chin and chin to sky. Keep that neck and spine neutral. And breathe and release down. Unclasp the hands, vertebrae by vertebrae. For our next juicy, it is another back bend. I lied. We are doing another back bend. Now, feel free to just come back into bridge up onto your toes, or you can just stay in a standard bridge. Or if you would like an added challenge, I challenge you now to go into your full wheel. And I'll show you a couple more advanced variations when we're up in our wheel. Okay, so frame the head with your hands. Get my hair out of the way. And with one steady stream of energy, inhale, bring your forearms in, frame the face, and exhale, press the body up, pelvis up to the sky, pushing through your navel. And for an added challenge, you can come up onto the toes, or you can also walk your feet in closer to your body to deepen the stretch. Hold here. Inhale, expanding and lifting. Exhale. One more breath here. This is an intense stretch, guys. And exhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bend your arms. Come onto your head and your shoulders. And extend back down through onto your back into supine. Beautiful. Reset your spine. Stay still here with your hands on your womb. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth. Massaging that lower spine after all of the back bends that we did today. That should feel really, really good. I know it does for me. And take your hands and open up your knees. And bring the palms of your hands either to your shins, your ankles, or the inner arches of your feet. And using the pressure from your hands, push down and open your hips and your legs, and focus on bringing your knees down closer to your mat. And you'll notice the longer you stay in this pose, the closer and deeper it will become. This is called your happy baby. Press your shoulder blades back down into your mat. Engage slightly through your core. And I welcome you to have some fun with this pose. I like to go back and forth, extending and straightening out one leg to your right, and then rolling like you're a happy baby. To your left, extending out through the leg, maybe extending out both legs, opening up, or maybe it just feels good to just hold a stagnant, still happy baby. Hold here for a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Bring the knees together, hug them into the chest, and send your left leg straight out. Watch for your block. I almost knocked mine over. And hug your right knee into your chest. Shoulder blades grounded onto the ground. Shift your hips slightly over to your right and fold your right leg over. Send your right arm out to the left as you send your right leg over to the left. You can send your gaze past your right fingertips, but don't lock yourself in or limit yourself to only looking there. You can also feel free to look up straight to the sky or even observe how it feels to look past your knee and towards your knee. There isn't one way to do anything. It's all about expanding and evolving your practice in as many ways you can, even if it is just looking a different way. Keep your shoulder blades grounded here. Just breathe into this twist. Beautiful. Ease your way slowly back to center. Shift your weight back to the center. Send out your right leg and hug in your left knee to your chest. Shift your weight over to your right, your hips over to your right slightly. And cascade that left leg over to your right side. Send the left arm straight out to your left. Again, observe naturally where your gaze goes. I always close my eyes here, but do what feels best to you. Square out the shoulders, open up the heart, and allow that twist to come from your torso. On each exhale, feel it deepen. You are whole, you are grounded, you are loved. One more big breath here. And on your exhale, unfold your body. Come back down through center. Shift your hips to the center as well. Now there is another variation that I want you to explore today. Versus just going into your Shavasana, I welcome you to grab your block and come into a supported fish pose. And this is nice to do for the first half of your Shavasana, and then after about 5 or so minutes, I welcome you to remove the block and then finish off your practice with a Shavasana. So there are multiple different levels. There are 3 different levels that you can do with your block. You can do it up on the highest level. However, I don't really recommend this as much unless you are very back bendy. I typically will do it on the second level, but you can also do it on the first level, whatever works best for you. And you're going to want to place this, so this is going to be different depending on your body and how open you like to get, but I typically like to place it right above my lower spine. And you can kind of play around and you can feel where it feels best. And you can come up on your feet and you can lower down, or you can move it up closer up towards, more towards the center of your back. I tend to like to keep it there. And when you find that perfect spot that you are comfortable in, but you are also challenging yourself in, come down into it. Open your palms up to the sky. Extend both your legs out straight. Open out through your feet. And if your neck isn't comfortable here, you can put a pillow under it. It is a bit of an awkward way for your neck to be for a long period of a time. You can also bring your block up higher so your neck will be more aligned. Inhale, expand through your belly, let it rise. Exhale out of your mouth, let it fall. What a beautiful way to open up your heart. And welcome in all of the opportunities that we have come into our lives on an everyday basis. The more open our hearts are, the more awareness we welcome in, and the more we notice beautiful opportunities for relationships, for business ideas, for just pure happiness, doing more things that light us up and bring us joy. Our heart being open is so, so important. Surrender into your block. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly, walk your way up off of your block, very slowly. And you can move your block off to the side, out of your way. And roll your body down, bone by bone, to the earth. Palms facing up for your Shavasana. Melt your body into the mat. Release any opinions or judgments that you may have had come up during your practice, and just let them go. Connect to the rise of your breath and the fall with your exhale. Relax the face. And send your breath into your heart center. Really focus on the rise of your chest as you inhale fresh air in, cool fresh air in. And you exhale warm air out. Check in with yourself. How do you feel right now? Whatever feeling arises or comes into your mind, observe it and then let it go. Just be here now with you on the mat. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just you and your breath. Begin to awake your body. moving the fingers and toes, rotating the ankles in circles one way and the other. Bending the knees and rolling over to your side. Take your time to press your body up. Keep your eyes closed. Come into your easy pose. Straighten out through the spine. Flutter open your eyes and slowly take in the beautiful space that surrounds you. And bring your palms together. Now, begin to create some heat within them, rubbing them together. Start to rub them a little faster. And once you feel the heat activated within your palms from all the energy that you've created, take them and place them right over your heart. Feel the loving vibration coming out of your fingertips and straight into your heart. Your palms together and bring your thumbs to third eye. And end with a beautiful namaste. The light in me truly honors and loves the light in you. Thank you for flowing with me through this heart-opening flow. It has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you are feeling open and loved and cherished and really held and supported after that practice today. I look forward to seeing you on the mat very soon. Have a magical and love-filled day. Thanks, guys.